Hi, this is Cheryl, and I pulled cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot, and we got 5 cards, and we got the Magician, the magic is inside you. The Magician card is powerful and positive. If your question going into the reading was anything like, can I do this? Will I succeed? Then the Magician appearing will almost certainly mean the answer is a resounding you bet. But keep in mind, this card is about personal power and individual ability. Whatever you're dealing with, you may have to rely on yourself to triumph in the end, but don't worry, you already have all the tools you need to succeed. However, if the magician is in a position in the reading that indicates it represents someone other than you, it may be suggesting a strong ally who you can depend on to work a little magic on your behalf. And we got the Hermit. There's wisdom in listening to the silence. The Hermit is a good indication it's time for you to be alone for a while. It isn't necessarily a bad thing. If life is so hectic you can't seem to hear your own thoughts, perhaps you need a little peace and quiet. You don't necessarily have to go off into the woods. Maybe just turn off the phone and the computer for a few hours. The Hermit reminds us to stop and be quiet so we can listen to our own inner voice, which often gets lost in the noise of the rest of the world. If your question involves romance, then the answer may be now is not the time for that. Sometimes what we really need is solitude and time to be fully present with ourselves. Justice. What goes around comes around. The idea of karma is simple. You reap what you sow. Life, of course, rarely works out exactly this way, but sooner or later, things seem to come back around. The Justice card stands for legal justice on occasion, but just as often it signifies fairness, truth, and balance. If you're asking for justice, be sure that's what you want. The universe doesn't play favorites or take sides. If the Justice cards appears in your reading, it may be a reminder to be careful what you're putting out into the world, or it may be an assurance that you are going to triumph over an unfair situation at last. 10 of Swords. Watch your back. Ouch, that's going to leave a mark. Oh. 2 of Swords. I put that in the wrong spot. 2 of Swords. Okay. Not 10 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Okay. I looked at that wrong. Need new glasses. Okay. A, no. B, no. A, damn it. You think you don't know the answer, but you do. What aren't you looking at clearly? If you're trying to make a tough choice, what does your gut say to do? Probably the options aren't as tough as to choose between as you are making it seem. Try flipping a coin. If you are disappointed with the side that comes up, you clearly wanted to do the other. Don't be fooled into thinking this decision is impossible to make. Really, you already know what to do. And the last card is Knight of Swords. Charge. Ready or not, here I come. When the Knight of Swords appears in a reading, he often represents an impetuous younger man. There are times, however, when he's the knight on a white horse, riding in to rescue the fair damsel. Either way, you are probably going to have to rescue him or let him rescue you. Or you could just watch him chase that idea, whatever it is. Unless, of course, you have an idea of your own you want to chase, in which case, charge. And I'm going to shuffle the cards one more time. And I'm going to pull the last card on the deck. Temperance. Number 14. Strive for balance in all things. Balance is impossible to achieve, but keep striving anyways. Have you ever tried standing in a tree pose? For most of us, the best we can hope for is to maintain it for a moment or two before we start to wobble. The keys to this yoga pose, much like the keys to life, are being rooted in the earth and to your own core, staying calm and composed and not struggling too hard. It may be a reminder to reach for your inner strength and take a deep breath. Is your life out of control? Perhaps it's time to work on moderation and calm to make sure you're paying attention to all aspects of your life. Work and play, time with others, and time for yourself. Striving and resting, indulgence and self-discipline. Try to go with the flow, and every once in a while, treat yourself to a cupcake. And that is the reading. Thank you.